Ho ho ho!
Oh, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to everyone. It's a time of goodwill and drinking too much and eating too much and generally needless excess. Yay! I've realised an issue here. I have my heater on because the radiator's turned off in this room. Because otherwise it would be fucking melting the Christmas tree. And I've realised that it's very loud. Jokes aside, I really love Christmas and I haven't had much of a chance to show that love off on this channel. Mainly because each December I feel more like relaxing after work than, making a video. But this year I really just wanted to make something, so here we are. Maximum Christmas cheer. Well, maybe not maximum. I've seen other YouTubers doing maximum and it's kind of scary. Looks like it should be illegal. Either way, what I present here is my top 5 Christmas specials that I look forward to watching each year. And just before we start out on that one, I want to say that this is subjective. It's the ones that I look forward to, not the best ones. Also, specials doesn't mean literally specials like, oh, made for TV. It could just be anything, If it's shorter than a movie and themed around Christmas, it'll do. So, yeah. Let's do it.
Number 5. Christmas in a car.
Bob's Burgers is a show that I was introduced to by my wife when we first started dating, and since then it's kind of become a joint obsession for us.
Christmas in a Car is a great episode of the show, although not necessarily the best Christmas special, since I think that The Bleakening Parts 1 and 2 probably take that title now. The plot is that Linda, being Linda, has insisted on putting out the Christmas tree early like 4 times. Each time it dies, they have to replace it, and unfortunately that means they need to replace it on Christmas Eve itself. While driving for the tree, the family are harassed by a giant motorised candy cane and end up spending Christmas trapped in their car. It's sort of hard to put my finger on exactly why this is my favourite. Maybe it's the celebrity cameo, maybe it's just the way that things end up in the end, but regardless, I always look forward to this one each year. Number 4. Arthur's Best Christmas Ever.
This one is very special to me. It might not be the best one ever made, although that depends on who you ask, but it holds a special place in my heart. You see, at the beginning of every December, when we get ready to decorate our home, me and Nicole put this on to decorate to in the background, and it's kind of become a yearly tradition.
As you might expect from an episode of Arthur, it features several different types of holiday celebration, as well as some unexpected frictions. Arthur wants the perfect Christmas, but things keep going wrong. DW wants a specific gift, Buster's mom is stressing out, and Francine and Muffy have some Hanukkah/Christmas related tension. This episode actually deals with lots of important stuff, like Kwanzaa and its history, the importance of Hanukkah to Jewish people, and how worrying about making the day amazing for someone can just lead you to stressing out and trying to overcompensate. By far my favourite lesson is that Christmas doesn't need to be perfect to be an amazing time of year. Even if everything goes wrong, you can still have a great time if you're spending it with the people that you care about. Even if that's just you on your own, Skyping your parents while drinking day-old eggnog. Number 3. The 12 Days of Christmas.
This one is a little more obscure than all of the others. You see, when I was a kid, my mum brought me this videotape, Santa's Bump Christmas video, and it comes with 3 shorts. Santa Claus is Coming to Town is an origin story for Santa, White Christmas is about 2 kids wanting a white Christmas, and then there's this one, The 12 Days of Christmas.
The 12 Days of Christmas is basically a Christmas romance story. An old man is telling his grandkids about how he met their grandmother. Basically, he fell in love with a girl, but her father doesn't approve. So to prove his worth to the old man, he makes a wager to get all of the items from the famous song over 12 days. The animation isn't exactly top tier, and neither is the writing, story, or voice acting, but something about this special is just kind of charming. I love the way he gets around the 7 swans a swimming problem, I love how he solves the ladies dancing issue, and in general it's just kind of cute as hell. I even went to the trouble of digitising the tape so I could watch these for years to come. Totally worth it. If you have the chance, I really recommend trying this one out. Number 2. Night of the Meek.
This is the only live-action special that's in this list, and I think that's kind of because of my preference for animation. Regardless, this is a really interesting special.
It's actually an episode of the original Twilight Zone series. It tells the story of a disillusioned department store Santa. He's actually an old drunk who feels like Christmas has really lost its spirit, but it's a lot nicer than it sounds. He basically ends up getting a magic bag that can give people anything they want, and he uses it to make as many people happy as he can, from the poor local children to the local homeless community, and even a business owner. It's really a beautiful special, and the ending is the best part. If you've never caught it, then you owe it to yourself to give it a try. Honourable mentions.
There are a few honourable mentions that I had to bump off this list for time. I'm going to talk about them here really quickly, partially because I want to keep this video short, but mostly because I want to go back to drinking Bombardinos and watching Christmas specials.
Santa Claus is Coming to Town is my favourite Rankin Bass special, and I love stop motion, even if it's cheesy as all hell. Holy is the bottom Christmas special, which is a raunchy British comedy show. It's really vulgar and depressing, which I kind of find hilarious juxtapositioned against the holiday season. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas and The Muppet Family Christmas are both great, heartwarming specials that star puppets. I love Jim Henson's work, and in Family Christmas we get to see all of his major works on screen at once. Jug Band Christmas is just really freaking adorable. Finally, Will Vinton's Claymation Christmas Celebration is another example of my favouritism for stop motion, especially claymation. Plus it's Will Vinton. You can't go wrong. Number 1. Disney's Very Merry Christmas Songs Sing-Along.
This is by far my favourite Christmas special. Again, it's one I had on VHS tape as a kid, but this time I had it from the age of about 3 years old, which is why it's in such a disgusting state. Being autistic, I ended up watching this every year at least 30 times. I must have seen it hundreds and hundreds of times over the years. In fact, I even finished watching it again just before I started filming. And I've had to digitise this copy of the tape because watching it without the adverts that I was used to just didn't feel right.
It's basically just a collection of Christmas songs set to different pieces of Disney animation, but there's just something great about it. It has some pretty classic shorts featured here and there, and the intro with Jiminy Cricket, Pluto and Mickey is the best thing ever. I have often wondered about what was going on here with Donald Duck though. Is that hill made of wood? Not really the point. To this day I will watch this special about 40 times each year. I know it so well that I even remember it had some footage from a Disney parade during Here Comes Santa Claus, and used it in my review of Parade back when we were first starting out with the channel. Top picks from the video are probably Up on the Housetop, Wooden Soldiers March, and Here Comes Santa Claus. Not only are the songs great, but a lot of the animations from the tape give me great tips for specials and shorts to watch over the season. In short, for a very subjective reason, this is my favourite special, and probably always will be.
So, there you have it. My very, very subjective list of the top 5 Christmas specials. Thanks for watching. Happy Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, have a good Kwanzaa or whatever you celebrate. The important thing about this time of year is just to show that you care about people that you care about. That was awkward. It's not the point, just do it, alright? Have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you all in 2020.